Hi Tisha, so what brings you in today?
Well, I've been getting in trouble at work. I've been showing up late. In the evenings I have a few drinks. It's not a big deal, but my boyfriend's bitching at me about it, so we end up fighting. Then I run late to work.
Okay,
So, he's wanting me to come to counseling.
okay. So that's what's bringing you in today, huh?
I guess.
Okay. How long um has this been going on? Have you been regularly having drinks every night for a while, or is it something new?
Well, I have drinks probably, I don't know, like 5 or 6 nights out of the week, but it's just to unwind after work. I don't really think it's a big deal. Um, but you know, I might sometimes I have 4 or 5. I used to only have like 1 or 2, but it's because he's in my face bitching, telling me
Okay.
I've got stuff I need to be doing.
Okay. So, your boyfriend being in your face is kind of leading up to this problem, and when he's doing that, you're drinking more at that point.
Yeah, I just want to unwind. Everyone has a tough day at work, and
Mhm.
so I come home and I want to unwind, and like I barely get my first drink poured,
Okay.
and he's nagging that, oh, here we go again, another night of drinking, and it's like I'm having one drink, like relax.
Sure.
So he'll end up mad at me or whatever, and we'll start fighting.
Okay.
So of course then I'm gonna have another drink, so I don't have to deal with him in my face.
Sure.
So
Sure. Um, so is this something that's happening daily? Do you come home from work every day and drink? Do you see it happening more on the weekends when you're not at work?
well, I've pretty much always had to drink after work.
Mhm.
But sometimes now I'm doing it on the weekends once in a while too.
Okay.
Just helps me relax. I just like to relax and kick back, and that's something I enjoy. It's a good thing for me to do. Sit in front of the TV, or you know, lay outside in the sun and have a few drinks. It's unwinding to me.
Okay. Okay. So, it sounds like there might be a little bit of a concern about the amount that you're drinking or how often, at least from your boyfriend's perspective. Have you noticed any other areas besides from him or being late to work that it's affected your life?
Yeah, I never really used to be late to work. But I think that's more because he's nagging at me, so I don't get to bed until late because we get in bed and then he's, bitching at me that I've spent half the night drinking, and
Mhm.
so that's why I'm late to work. I don't really think it has anything to do with the drinking. If he would
Okay.
leave me alone and just let me have my 1 or 2 drinks,
Mhm.
then I'm sure I could get up on time like I used to. But like the last 3 weeks, he's nagging me more, so okay, wow, I have 2 more drinks because you're nagging me. But if you didn't nag me, I'd probably still only have 1 or 2, and I
Mhm.
think I'd get to work on time. So really, I think it's his problem that I'm late to work. Although my boss is telling me if it happens again, she's gonna have to write me up.
Okay.
So
Okay. So
I
it
need to
sounds
get him to stop nagging me so I don't have to drink as much.
sure, sure. So it sounds like you could be facing some work consequences if you continue to be late to work.
Yeah, and we definitely need the money. Like, there's if I get written up and then I'm late again, I don't know what would happen. I don't know if they'd fire me or what, but I would be
Okay.
super screwed if I lost my job.
Okay. Well, it
So,
sounds like even with everything that's going on at home with the boyfriend nagging, you that your job is still important to you. You know, you are still showing up even though it is late. Are you doing anything to try and make up some of the time that you're late? How late are you in the
like
mornings?
20 minutes, maybe,
Okay.
a few times probably it's been like half an hour.
Mhm.
But, mornings aren't that busy anyway, but I am supposed to be there to answer the phone, so I get it. Like,
Okay.
that's probably a big deal. Somebody could wake up at 8 and call, and
Mhm.
then no one's there to answer the phone. So, I do need to try to get my butt up out of bed and get there on time. I get that. It's
Okay.
just, it's hard to do if we're going to bed super late because he's bitching.
Mhm.
So, if he'd leave me alone, I could probably go to sleep at like 10:30, 11, and I could get up on time. But,
Okay.
if we're
Okay.
fighting until 1 in the morning, of course I'm not going to get up at 6.
Mhm.
So, yeah, but I definitely can't lose my job. Like, that would be a big problem.
So it sounds like getting to work on time is what you really need at this point, with help focusing on.
Yeah, basically, how I can get myself back to being on time to work and get him off my back. Like,
Okay.
you know, he needs to just chill out, and then I think the rest might kind of resolve itself.
Sure. Have you two had any conversations about him
Well,
being on
he
your back?
thinks it's me. He thinks I'm drinking too much, and I think if he left me alone, I would drink less.
Okay.
So, you know, I don't know. I might drink a little too much once in a while, but like I said, it's because he's nagging me. It makes me drink more. So, you know, if I could figure out a way to get him to stop nagging or another way to relax, because that's pretty much how I relax, is just a drink or two. I don't see the problem with that making me, you know, unwind from my day. So, you know, if there's some other way to help unwind, I don't know. Drinking's what does it for me. So,
Okay. Well, from our time today, it sounds like, some of your strengths are that you do show up to work. It sounds like you enjoy work, you're good at your job, and that you might need some help just with dealing with him nagging
yeah.
you and getting to work on time.
Yeah, that's the main issues, you know, figure out how to relax and be left alone, and then I could go to bed on time. He would quit bitching, we wouldn't be fighting. Everything can just like go back to normal. Like, you know, they love me at work. That's why they've been cool so far and like
Mhm.
haven't written me up to date, but you know, like I said, it is kind of getting worse and makes me so mad when I realize I wake up and it's like, shit. I know I'm like half an hour late when I woke up, so that I know there's no way to make up the time I'm going to be late to work. So, you know, it's not something I'm trying to do,
Mhm.
but I just need to figure out how to get back on track. So, you know, I don't know if you can help me figure that out.
Yeah, we can definitely work on that together.
Cool. So, see you next week.